Chapitre 8, Institut Riverside. Dans la librairie sans nom, Pierce a remonté la piste d'une tentative de cambriolage avortée. Il a découvert que Charles Hawkins était à l'origine du méfait et a ouvert le coffre-fort du libraire pour y découvrir ce que ce dernier et Sarah Hawkins y avaient caché. Un livre relié de peau humaine semblait attirer le détective. Lorsqu'il l'a ouvert, sa conscience a été projetée dans un autre corps.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy
Fitzroy.
with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do.
Ah bah c'est
Mr. Blake,
le mec qui,
can you hear me?
qui était aveugle là.
I'm Dr.
C'est
Colden.
lui non?
We'll take care of you.
There's
Blake.
nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Non c'est pas lui en fait.
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Je dois avoir
Show
son
me his
dossier.
file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he
Ils
treated
ne
for?
nous disent pas
An
tout.
intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
What are his symptoms?
Symptômes.
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to
Il va
dry
mourir en
out,
fait.
and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will.
Oui.
I
D'où
don't recognize him.
vient-il?
Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang.
Cat.
They call her Cat.
Ouais.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
Non, c'est chiant, je m'en vais.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
On va
Very
discuter.
well. I'll examine him. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with
Attendez parce que
traces of petechia.
Vas-y, finis ta phrase, machine.
Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence
Présence
of
d'un
a
corps
foreign
étranger.
body.
Juste 2 secondes. Ah, j'ai pas accès à la pierre, donc en fait, je sais même pas quelles sont mes compétences. Je fais des tests de médecine, mais...
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin.
Anneau
Tender at the
cutané.
touch. Slightly sticky.
Dégueulasse.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, doctor, an opinion?
Je suis vraiment censé...
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Ouais, je dis
Did you
directement qu'il y a
examine
quelque
his
chose.
abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man
Premier
has
homme
something
enceinte.
inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know,
Fuller, c'est un...
I'm not
mytho.
sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
Euh...
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his
Les
cranium?
os mous.
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Pour l'instant, j'ai pas trop d'idées.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
he seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
Une créature des profondeurs maintenant.
Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say?
Pourriez-vous être plus précise?
Could you be more precise?
Le gars, il se fout pas trop de ma gueule.
Perhaps.
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
Oh, merci.
In his office.
Ça va pas prendre en compte.
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Ça peut prendre en compte, normalement ça devait changer d'image là pour les abonnements. So sad. Au revoir mademoiselle. Entrez dans le bureau de feu, alors du coup je vais chercher les dossiers. Bon, en vrai j'ai le droit de me balader du coup.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom.
Eh ben c'est là où je me suis baladé tout à l'heure, mais en tant que... En tant que... patient entre guillemets.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Bah, c'est fermé. C'est quoi ici? fermé aussi.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Par où je vais passer? C'est quoi là? On va tout essayer.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Ok. Je suis désolé. Désolé. C'est quoi ici? C'est l'administration. Là, on referme. Elle va empêcher de passer, j'imagine. Faut que je trouve un moyen de l'occuper et de passer en fait. Bon, on va essayer quand même d'aller voir ce qu'elle dit. Je peux pas me cacher. Ça vous dérange si...
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured,
N'importe
I'll
quoi les
tell him you
animations
came
par contre.
by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs.
Ok,
Donovan.
c'est bon, c'est bon.
Nobody goes into. But
Retourne
rest
dans le
assured,
bureau.
I'll tell him you came.
That won't be necessary.
I will.
Voilà, ok, c'est bon, tu m'as sauvé. Bon, faut que je trouve un moyen de l'occuper. Eh ben, on va chercher.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I
On dit que c'est une sorcière, vieille peau, ce n'est pas moi qui l'ai
I'm the
inventé.
one who pays. What a pest. It's
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
because, as always,
C'est encore
I'm
toute seule pour
cleaning
nettoyer,
it by
voilà
myself.
pourquoi.
And the water was
Le
once
plus
again
cute.
shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
J'ai coupé l'eau pour...
Come
Vous laissez
now.
pas, bah...
Don't let that witch sap your
Voilà.
morale. We're lacking in qualified personnel and she knows it. Her petty punishments won't last forever.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Mhm.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games.
Mais moi, je vais aller couper l'eau.
Anyway, I've learned my lesson.
Bah écoute,
I'll hold my
ça faisait un
tongue
moment
next
que
time.
j'avais pas streamé.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Donc t'as pas raté grand chose au bout du compte.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Oui, j'ai pas le droit.
The answers must be hidden in
D'accord.
Fuller's office.
Et là, je suis revenu au début. Bah oui, bah du coup, ça m'aide pas. Alors attends. Ah. Il y en a, ils glandent pas trop, ça va.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
C'est moi, non?
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the
Quelle est la
problem?
situation?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never
Oh,
understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for
Oui, alors, enfin,
yourself,
même,
Doctor.
bah j'y vais, mais tu me lâches pas la grappe en fait. Ah, voilà. Bah ce que je deviens, bah écoute, j'ai déménagé, je suis installé, c'est pour ça que je restream. Et c'est pas du tout par là. En fait, détourner l'attention de Donovan, couper l'eau. Bah oui, mais je comprends que dalle de ce que je dois faire exactement. Alors c'est pas lui qui a un problème. Elle m'a dit bloc B.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
Allez, on fait ça.
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution
2% avec
with
un
insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
Allez, on fait ça.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Je vous ai sauvé, monsieur. Sinon, tout le monde va bien? Oui, ça a l'air d'aller. Bon, je vais
Dr.
parler au cas où.
Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
Intense, cielo. Eh ben, ça a pas l'air d'aller, quoi. Ah, c'est mort.
His binds left bloody wounds.
Tension de ses liens a laissé des plaies
So, doctor,
sanglantes.
what should we do with this patient?
Continue à
You
soigner ses
did good
plaies.
work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia.
Allez,
In the
faites
meantime,
comme ça,
feed him
en attendant,
intravenously.
nourrissez-le, voilà, voilà.
It'll be done.
Bon boulot. Bon, ça m'aide pas du tout à passer. Comment est-ce que je coupe l'eau? Et quoi ici? Ah oui, ça c'est le vestiaire à moitié. Faut que je trouve où est-ce qu'on coupe l'eau. Là j'ai pas le droit d'y aller.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Ah, c'est compliqué cette histoire. Là je vais pas pouvoir couper l'eau, là c'est fermé. J'ai raté le début. Oh, t'inquiète pas, pour l'instant c'est calme, Fuffy. Hein, c'est. En gros, je joue à la place de Marie, la médecin. Du coup, là, je suis une médecin en fait. Ça, c'est dehors, ça. Ouais, du coup, je peux partir. Relou, je peux pas te parler du tout.
Please, the fewer.
C'est bon, c'est bon, c'est bon. Fermé.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Putain, mais comment je vais faire? Il y a vraiment rien là-dedans. Ah bah elle là maintenant elle a fait le piqué devant quoi. C'est pas
Everybody says it.
ici que je peux fermer
An old
l'eau.
hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Tête, tuyau rouge. Tuyau rouge. Tuyau rouge. Tuyau rouge, ok.
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Ah bah voilà, on progresse.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Barbiturique, on n'arrête pas d'en trouver de ça. Cet ouvrage pseudo-scientifique, ok. Elle me dit rien, elle. Cool.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
D'accord. Ok, ok. On a dit quoi?
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor.
Je sais, docteur.
We sent the
On a
purchase
envoyé
order,
le
though,
commande,
and
mais
Mrs.
Madame
Donovan
ne l'a
refused
rappelé
it.
que le coup de
Once
suite.
again.
Can't
On l'a
you do
fumé, Donovan.
anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Casse la tête, madame. Il n'y a pas les clés là? Comment ça se fait que j'ai pas accès à ça? Comment j'y ai accès? Fais-moi les clés, ouais. Et bon.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Ouais, médecine secrète. fermé. Là, c'est quoi? La cuisine. Oh bah, sympa comme cuisine.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Ouais, ça a l'air cool.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Oh, il est en train
Well,
de,
is there anyone else who can tell us what's
de
going
lui mettre
on?
des reins d'hippopotame, un truc du genre. Il fait des tests, quoi.
And we can't even see her medical file.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always welcoming. But your mother is in good hands. I'll tend to her myself. And keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But
Well,
those
so
are
j'ai
just
vraiment une.
words, so we're not budging.
Oui,
Very
d'accord.
well. At least I'll know where to find you.
Pas un passage dans les toilettes. Dans les toilettes. Ah bah, elle était bad là-dedans. Parce que là, j'ai les bathrooms là.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
Bah, non.
I didn't make this up.
Parce que là, ça ramène juste sur le côté, c'est rien. Là, j'ai pas le droit d'y aller, je peux pas. Alors, soit il me faut la clé là. Je suis censé voir la petite Maureen. Maureen, 80 ans.
Yeah.
Je peux pas lui parler. Yo, merci Arboun. Je sais pas. Ça peut pas être ici, c'est naze ici, non? Bathroom. Est-ce que leur mère, elle serait pas ici par contre ou est-ce qu'elle est à l'intérieur là-bas? Non, où il y a le concierge. Ah.
Don't go falling over. That would be stupid.
Mais lui, il me dit rien, c'est un enfoiré. Je me dis peut-être lui, il a la clé, il pourrait.
Mrs. Sanders?
Oh bah elle était pas bien ici, Sanders.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
C'est la meuf chez qui elle a envoyé son mari, machin là. Le dossier des créateurs lequel Irene Sanders est en train d'investir Riverside, ainsi que les traitements qui vont être administrés. Il est prévu de la descendre à les psychiatrices afin de lui octroyer le calme et le repos dont elle a besoin. Oh là là. Donc, Madame Sanders, c'est pas clair non plus quoi.
Ah, so there's Harding. She's still sleeping.
Ah, c'est...
Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Ah. Du coup, il faut que j'aille revoir les deux autres. C'est bon, j'ai eu votre mère.
So, Doctor, have you been able to examine our mother?
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh,
Il a quand même, il fait quand même des trucs de ouf, mais bon, il y a des fois, il fait des trucs d'enfoiré quoi. D'accord. Vite. Je peux pas. Ouais, je suis venu, j'y étais ici. Oh, je l'avais pas vu, il était là.
Ethan.
Marie,
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
Ils sont tous en train de devenir fous.
With
Oh oui, donc vous
everything
êtes
that
fatigué.
happened to you these last days, it's no wonder you're feeling stressed.
Maybe.
Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Ouais, c'est pour ça, elle lui dit non, t'inquiète.
We
C'est
don't
rien.
have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Ok, c'est bon. Parce que là, en fait... Putain, j'ai pas envie de parler à tout le monde, en fait.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long.
Ok, c'est tout.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
C'est toujours fermé, là.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Il faut que je trouve un moyen d'avoir la clé, hein. Je comprends pas où elle est, mais...
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Bon, alors comment? Vas-y, c'est bon. Couper l'eau. C'est dans le truc. Pour récupérer la clé. Qui peut avoir la clé de ça, là? Et à chaque fois, il y a son peignoir, il pète un câble, il se soulève tout le temps.
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Mais dis-moi où elle est la clé? Qui possède la clé, sans déconner? C'est chiant, en fait. Toi, t'es sûr? T'as rien à me dire?
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
File-moi la clé. Des gardes, j'en mets partout.
Falling over. That would be
Des gardes,
stupid.
j'en mets partout, là.
Dr. Colden?
Oui.
Hello, Betty. I'm
Ah,
looking for the key to the
il
boiler
manque elle.
room.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
Oh, comment je l'ai...
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory
Le bureau du
office
dortoir.
in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
Le bureau du dortoir. Il y a un bureau là-dedans?
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
C'est pas un bureau. Ah non. Le bruit qu'il a fait. Ce sont pas des bureaux, on est d'accord. Non. Cheminée, ok. Ah, ça c'est les bureaux. J'avais même pas vu qu'il y avait tout ça, j'aurais pu fouiller moi-même en fait. Voilà.
The key to the boiler room.
Eh oui.
All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Ouais, c'est quand même chelou ce qu'ils lui mettent à lui. Voilà, on va couper l'eau. Ça on passe. Je suis passé de force.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
En fait, je referme la porte. Ça suffit pas ça? Genre ça c'est pas bien comme outil. Ah non, ok. Qu'est-ce que tu veux que je prenne d'autre alors? J'ai pas lu ça. Alors, un outil. Ici, je vois bien un outil là. Pas du tout. Ok. Peut-être dans la cuisine sinon.
I didn't make this up.
Non.
And I'm the one who pays. What a pest.
Et... Ah, il est plus là. Voilà. Et bon. Alors, finalement, c'est pas dans la cuisine, j'y ai pensé, mais... Voilà, t'as à me casser maintenant.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Ah, faut que je retourne parler à Elisabeth. Et après, du coup, je vais pouvoir rentrer.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the
Après, je
water?
vais pouvoir passer du coup.
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
Comment on l'a victimisé aussi.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Allez, 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 allez. Ah ouais, elle y est plus. Bah du coup, non, ça y est, c'est officiel. Ok.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Ah ok, faut fouiller.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked
Oh, je suis un génie.
patient files.
Ok.
I was right.
First try quand même.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient Sarah Hawkins.
C'est l'entretien avec Sarah Hawkins. Illusoire de ce qu'elle nomme le mythe. Exactement, c'est le talent. Le musée procédait que cet étrange délire découle de ses dons exceptionnels.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key.
Que le sang était la clé.
But I found nothing to
Je n'ai rien trouvé capable d'expliquer les capacités de Madame Hawkins. Mince.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only
Les
subjects.
seuls sujets de Fuller.
James came.
Ah, le capitaine. Alors, James est arrivé, furieux après Charles, qui ne lui disait pas tout. Trop tard, j'ai déjà la grosse tête. Il essaiera de pénétrer en sous-sol. Super. Il parle de... Bah, de moi, l'enquêteur, quoi.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins I will dispose of her belongings.
Qui sera tombé, je m'occuperai de ses affaires.
In the meantime,
attends, un restaurant caché à la vie de tous. Oui. Bah voilà. Faut que j'examine un truc. Ah, il y a un truc caché là en tout cas.
Why is Ethan on medication?
Il va y en avoir d'autres.
Of course.
Sarah Hawkins,
Sarah
le lien.
Hawkins is the
Chaussures
connection.
partiellement brûlées. Non, attends, il reste des indices cachés. Je vais les trouver. Aha.
This
Un doigt.
finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
Un doigt de femme. Voilà, c'est bon, j'ai tout trouvé, on peut quitter. Ah, la pantoufle de verre, là, en
I
effet,
must go back to the basement.
elle a fondu. Partie sauvegardée, descendre dans l'aile psychiatrique. C'est là? Non. Je peux
I
passer par
should
là?
go another way.
Bon bah je suis obligé de repasser là où je viens en fait. Personne m'a vu. Du coup les psychiatriques c'est par là ou... C'est ça? Hide Security Unit? Exactement. Oh, c'est vraiment pas terrible comme passage, hein. Horrible ce petit clac-clac là. La psychiatrique elle est en bas là. Parce que je me suis échappé de par là dans les chapitres d'avant. C'est quoi là? Ah bah Fuller, voilà.
Ah,
Bouh, exactement.
that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Ah l'enfoiré. T'es qui?
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around.
Ouais, c'est le libraire ça.
Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Ouais, je fais... C'était
Take a minute
Charles
to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead.
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you.
Pardon, fais pas
Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
Ah, je peux pas dire ça. Je suis pas assez bon d'occultisme.
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we?
Fais
Whose
ça.
life did the Necronomicon
Oh d'accord,
choose
c'était
to show you?
Necronomicon instant quoi, c'était même pas un...
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me.
Bah apprends-moi.
You might need my help.
On va dire oui parce que si quelqu'un doit
All right.
mourir, vaut mieux lui que
All
moi.
right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion.
Allez, ok.
Now go! Rescue the doctor.
Yeah.
Thank you, Drake.
Chapitre... je ne sais pas. Oh oh, un corbeau.